Good morning all of you. Today I am going to teach you class 7 subject history. First, understand what is history. History means a past. The events which was happened in the past, it is called history. In history, all events are connected to like a chain. For example, our school has some history. School was established in 2016. It is a history of school. I have some history. I was born in Tukana, that place. This is history. Mainly, there are 3 historic topics. The first is ancient history. There are 3 historical topics. The first is ancient history. Second is medieval history. And third is modern history. These are main 3 historical topics. The first ancient history, second medieval history, and third is modern history. When you are in 6th standard, we have already learned ancient history. In that, what we learn? We learn early humans.
Which standard, madam?
7th standard.
Where it is?
Not like that. When you are in 6th standard, you have already learned ancient history. What we learn in that? We learn early humans, their lives, village settlement, then trade, transport, forced civilization, then Vedic period, Gupta period, 16 margin colors. This we have already learned in 6th standard. But today's 7th standard history is totally depend on medieval period. It starts from 750 onwards. When medieval period starts? In medieval period of history in India starts 750 onwards. In the previous classes, we have already learned medieval period in India. What you learn in previous classes? Medieval period in India. What we learn in previous classes? This medieval period of India is start for 750 onwards. 750 BC. From 750 to 1000 to 1200. This period is belong to, we call this early medieval period. Early medieval period. Early medieval. From 1200 to 1500. This period is now belong to the Delhi Sultanate. Previous classes we have already learned in lesson chapter number 3, Delhi Sultanate. Is there 5 dynasties was there? Tughlaq dynasty, Lodi dynasty, Sayyid dynasty. This all. Delhi Sultanate. And in 1500 to 775, this we learn Mughal Empire. Today, this class we learn in medieval period what are the social and religious changes took place. In the previous lesson, we have already learned political, social, and economic lives of that period. But today's class, we have already learned how the social and religious changes took place in medieval period. And these learn we through the chapter Devotional Part 2 Divine. What is the name of our chapter? Devotional Part 2 Divine. So chapter is chapter number 8. Devotional Part 2 Divine. First understand this chapter. Devotional part to divine. The chapter just not read to feel it. Why we need? Because the theme of this whole chapter is religious theme. In that period, the one part of society was totally separate from rulers, and that's why the religious impact on one part of society was there. And this learn we through this chapter. The first devotional part. What is meant by devotional? Devotional means is related to God. We devote. Our heart is devoted to some God, some deities of gods, some images of God. Devotional part. Part means way. In which way? Which forms? I am taking to close the God. This part is called devotional part. There are multiple forms of bhakti, and this told in this chapter many sense. They told the various devotional paths was there. Devotional. Someone want to worship of God, but which way, which form? Someone worship of God without formless. Two types of bhakti is there: nirgun and sagun. Sagun means with a form. The shapes have God, images have God. Someone worship the without formless of God. Someone told that the God is everywhere, but some is devoted God in special images. They have their own ideas of gods, and this told in this chapter. You may have seen the people performs. We also see people perform rituals which are that worship. Some singing bhajan. We already have seen in our home we worship God. Some temples, the priests worship that temple also images God. Singing bhajan. We also singing bhajan. For example, the Gaura Kumar was a devotee of Vittal. He is very well known bhajan. तुझे रूप चित्ती राहो मुखी तुझे नाम देह प्रपंचाचा राहो सुखे करू काम. This singing bhajan, when he was singing bhajan, that time he was making pots. He not control himself. He went in trance. He went in trance, and that's why when he was making pots, that time he beating his mud. He could not see. His son came in that. He devoted himself to the Vittal. It's a heartful emotions. Means it shows the in singing bhajans. We also listen kirtans or kavalis, etc. All of you know the kirtan. In kirtans, they are playing music that like that. We doing that. In the bola Sri Hari Vittal Bhagavan Vijay, like that. In which way? Means these are the activities. These related to religions. It shows that our intention, we are devoted to ourselves God. That's why in 8th century, these two paths, Bhakti movement and Sufi movement, gradually developed. Two devotional paths mainly told this lesson. Which are two devotional paths? The first is Bhakti movement, and the second is Sufi movement. Two devotional paths. The first, where it was emerged, it was in 8th century. It was developed in 8th century. The first is Bhakti movement, and second is Sufi movement. Bhakti movement is related to Hinduism. In Bhakti movement, Hindu literatures are there. The Sufi movement is related to Islam. Understand? Mainly there are two devotional paths in 8th century gradually developed, that are Bhakti movement and Sufi movement. Understand? We perform rituals, and it shows our devotion, our intention to the God. Which are rituals performing? Worship, singing bhajan and kirtan. Some in Sufi Kavali is there. Okay, understand? The next second topic. In 8th century, this Bhakti movement gradually developed in that period. The idea of Supreme God. The first topic of this idea of Supreme is one. Every persons have their own ideas of God. Just I told you that someone's believe in worship of images God. Someone worship of God without formless. Means they believe God is everywhere. God is not in one place. The idea of God. Every persons have their own idea, own views, own thoughts. The related of God. And here we learn this topic, the idea of Supreme God. The origin idea of Supreme God came forward in Gupta period. When the origin of idea Supreme God in Gupta period. In ancient history we have already learned Gupta period 550 BC. In that, the origin of idea Supreme God originated in Gupta period. In Gupta period, they started made different temples. They worshipped there, and the origin of idea was started in Gupta period. The idea of Supreme God means Supreme God. Supreme means high. One God. It's Supreme God. Before large kingdom emergence, the different groups of people. Before large kingdom emergence means rise. The different groups of people, different class of people, different backgrounds of people, they worship their own god and goddesses. Groups of people here, class society is divided. There are multiple classes in that period society. Different groups of people. Different groups of people, for example, we took example here. Ahom kingdoms. We talk about Ahom kingdoms. They worship their own god and goddesses. This Ahom kingdom is situated in Assam. Initially, they worship their own god and goddess. Before large kingdoms emerged, small town was there, and the peoples worship their own god and goddess. For example, I took here Ahom kingdoms. Ahom kingdoms peoples worship God in nature forms. In second example, Gond community. Gond community. These we call them Adivasi peoples. They also worship their own god and goddess. These Agams and kingdoms and Gond, they were worship their own god and goddesses. Means this happened before the large kingdom emerges. About over a period, the people brought together. How the people brought together? Because of town trade. People brought together. Over a period, over a time, the people brought together. People brought together through the medium of. Why people brought together? Because growth of town. Growth, town, trade and empires. People brought together through the medium of growth of town, trade and empire. They brought together the idea of one place is exchanged with other place. Their views was exchanged with each other. Simple society became complex. And that's why the two ideas came forward. Began two ideas, two new ideas. Which two new ideas? How they began? As people brought together over a period, people connected each other. They exchanged their thought, their ideas, one community to another community. That's why the towns rises, trade, expanded, empires was there. That's why the peoples exchange their ideas, exchange their thought.